Hello everybody, I am Omega Recon Gaming. So, you're probably wondering, Omega, you're flipping back between series. Yes I am. Good reason for that. I'm trying to keep my trying to vary up what I do. You know. I actually might be dropping that series, Magma Lord. It's honestly, it's just the combat. Like, the combat is like okay. It's repetitive but not fun repetitive. And for an RPG, you need good combat. Like that you can, play a good amount of times and not get bored with it.
Don't do it until you can't move anymore.
Sasuke never said that. He never said that. Maybe he said that in the manga, but he never said that in the anime. Sub or dub, it didn't matter. He never said that. I mean, maybe I forgot, but like, I'm almost positive. Like, Sasuke never said anything positive to Naruto until, like... What? I think, like, until he said, Naruto, you're one of the ones I want to fight the most. Like, that was, like, the first time he ever said anything positive.
Naruto, I want to fight you too.
That's not what he said! He said, I literally just said the line what he said. He was like, Naruto, you're one of the ones I want to fight the most. That's a significantly better line than, Naruto, I want to fight you too. And the way he just said it, come on, Yuri. You should have just been like, nah, man, let's just say the line how he did in the show. It's better that way. Come on, guys. Like, if you're gonna use a damn flashback, use the damn line that they said in the damn show. Unless you really are pushing for, like, if that's what they said in the manga, maybe. But, like, I don't know. I find the line better. It was like, you're one of the ones I want to fight the most. Like, that's better. Like, he says, yeah, Naruto, I want to fight you too. That's good. But, like, think about when he says, I want to fight Naruto the most. Out of anybody, that's better. Saying that he finds Naruto the best, his interest in fighting Naruto surpasses everybody else. And considering the rogues gallery of which he had to fight, that's saying something. Compared to the sentence of, I want to fight you too. Just, I want to fight you too. That's it. It's not, this is why words are so important. Because they can mean many different things very easily. And this is why, when you change something, it's very important that you change it to something that's close. You know. However, like I said, this is not the dub's fault, because in the dub, they literally say, I want to fight you the most. Watch them change it back in, like, a future game. Because I know they say it like that.
I don't ever want to watch someone important to me die. Never again.
Again, that's not what he says. It's close to what he says, but that's not what he says. I mean, it's close. But why are they not going for the exact line, or, like, literally, it's easier to just pull the clips up. They didn't even need to, like, recycle, like, they didn't even need to re-record the lines. It's so unnecessary. It's so unnecessary. What does it add? You're worsening the lines by adding worse lines. Like, put in the good lines that people like and remember. I literally don't understand substituting bad, worse lines. Like, some anime do this. I fucking don't understand. Like they actively, when they do a recap, they change what the character says in the moment. I'm like, why? Most of them don't do that anymore. Most of them tend to, keep what they say because, it's easier that way, first of all. And second of all, now it's just easier. Like, why would you have someone re-record a line like that? Like, literally, all they had to do is just take the line. It's like, I can't believe I'm advocating right now for the fact that they could have been lazier here. But literally, I would have rather them just take the line because it would have sounded better. They could have kept the frame, the frame, because it's from that scene, but they just keep the...
Sasuke, so...
It's so maddening because they get so many scenes right, just for them when they get... It's infuriating when they get a scene wrong. Because all they have to do is copy it, and just make it in this animation frame.
Now then, Sasuke, you said you'd head for the leaf. Don't.
What?
First, you should rest. Go back to the hideout. You've overused your visual jutsu in these battles.
Not
I can
yet.
tell your eyes are losing their light. You won't accomplish anything if you go to the leaf now.
Okay. I was about to say,
And one piece of advice.
don't fuck it up like Orochimaru did.
If you don't need that woman, make sure you finish her off. She knows too much about us.
Many people criticize the fact that...
Us?
Why don't people criticize
Since when have I
Karn
joined
getting...
you?
Very well. Until we meet again.
But, like, really? Like, if Karn is so useless that she would get captured by Danzo, who was literally on his last legs, that easily, then what use really is she? She's supposed to be a ninja. And she was, like, the warden, right? And she's, like, an Uzumaki. Like, Sasuke keeps these people in high regard. So the fact that she was able to die, like, so easily is pathetic. Almost die.
Sasuke!
He was about to make her be gone with a thunderclap.
Sakura.
You being dumb again, Sakura? I'm sorry, I just can't support
Feels
Sakura.
so totally different. Is this really Sasuke?
You cannot sense chakra. You cannot get it aura by how.
What are you
now,
doing here?
If she's reacting how he's talking, that would be a different thing, or how his
I've come
facial
to join you.
expressions.
I've gone rogue from the leaf.
See, this would be a good plot line
What's in it
if it
for
was
you to
happening
join
earlier.
me? What are you plotting?
She's obsessed with you, idiot. See, when Sasuke is
Not plotting anything. Ever since you left the village, I've regretted not going with
See,
you.
this is what should have happened. Sakura should have left with Sasuke. Because if she was not going to do anything in the show, I would
do
have rather
anything
her
you
just
want.
go with Sasuke.
I don't want any more regrets.
Do you know what I desire?
Because
I
Naruto
don't
would have felt
care.
even further betrayed.
Do whatever you say.
To destroy the hidden leaf village. That is my desire.
Would Sasuke,
Can you
would Naruto
really
be able to
betray the
forgive
leaf for me?
Sasuke for taking Sakura with him?
Yes.
And it'd be interesting, like, if she said
what
she
you
couldn't
truly
agree.
Want.
I'll let the scene go before I start.
Well then,
You know.
prove it to me. Finish this one off. If you do it, I'll believe what you say.
My question is, would Sasuke have actually
Why?
believe that if she killed him?
She's your comrade, isn't she?
Sakura, you're
I
terrible
don't
at
need
this.
her anymore. Not as she is.
Wow. You know, it's funny considering what Karin will do later. Sakura, stop being such a bitch. Like, come on. Like, you literally want to gain Sasuke's trust. Why do you care if someone has to die? If she...
This woman is innocent.
She is not.
I've
She
got to.
literally helps Sasuke kill people. Or injure people, at minimum.
Right now, if I defeat Sasuke, it'll all be over.
No, it will not. No, it will not.
Sasuke.
She doesn't say that. Oh.
Can't do it?
Does he expect her to just do it without pause? Like...
Sasuke.
That does not happen.
You here.
That does not happen.
My voice isn't reaching him. His eyes don't see me. This isn't the Sasuke I knew anymore.
This is not said.
He's become someone who will throw the world into chaos.
This is better than the actual scene that happened.
In that case,
Because Naruto just comes in and...
at least let me be the one to...
See, if this would have actually happened in the show, I would have been like, nah, that's actually better.
Sasuke, I'm going to stop you.
Are they going to make this a fight when this is not a fight? This is not a fight. Come on, show. Wait, what? I took a tick of health? Huh? Wait, are they really using a time ago? Are you kidding me? That's petty. I like you have to defeat Sasuke here, but like if this was a real battle, Sasuke would obliterate Sakura. This is no contest. No absolute contest whatsoever. He would completely and utterly kill her.
You're nowhere near
Whether he would be trying to or not, he would kill her. Whether you agree with me or not, you have to agree that Sasuke is at least a match for Naruto, and Naruto, at this point, he's stronger than Naruto. At this point. He just took down Danzo. If it came to blows at this point, I think if Sasuke had his eyes okay, he would probably win. It would be very close. I have to say. I don't know. It'd be very close. But Sakura has no chance against Naruto or Sasuke. She's just normal. She's just a normal person with no special characteristics. Does she have great chakra control with Tsunade told her? Sure! And that helps her with her great strength. But that compared to a tailed beast, can't beat that. Okay, what about Uchiha's Genjutsu? Nope, can't beat that. She is good at Genjutsu, but compared to what the Uchiha could do to her, nope. Like even Kakashi was beaten by Itachi, and this is Itachi's brother, and Sasuke surpasses his brother. So, nope. Sasuke wouldn't. Again, that's just talking Genjutsu. We're talking jutsus. He's got good long-range jutsu. We're talking fire style, lightning style. I don't even know what Sakura can use for styles. I don't think that's ever addressed. Maybe in filler, but like, I don't even know what style Sakura is. Is that ever stated in the show? What style Sakura is? I don't know what her chakra nature is. I don't think that's ever stated in the show. Maybe it's stated in the manga, but I don't care about the manga. I don't care about the anime. The anime is the only thing I care about. Anybody who's going to be like, well, Zymer did this in the manga. I don't care. Manga doesn't matter to me. Only the anime matters. It's what I watch. It's what I believe in. I don't care what happens to the manga. Anime's my canon. I hate that spamming him into oblivion is pretty much the most efficient way.
I'll use everything I've got and stop Sasuke!
What's the matter? Is that the best you've got?
He literally just did so unfair!
Sasuke is now.
Shut up, Sakura.
You can't understand my feelings.
She really
You and I
can't.
are like
She really
oil
cannot
and
understand
water.
his feelings.
No matter how hard you try, you can't win against me.
Yep. What Sasuke is saying is 100% true.
Can't we go back to the way we were?
Nope.
Game over!
This is a win to lose, because Sakura does not win.
Please.
She doesn't even fight.
Sasuke, no more.
But even if it was, Sakura would lose. She would get destroyed. Sakura is completely in denial, thinking that she can win. Sakura could never win this fight. I don't care. You're in denial if you think otherwise. Complete and utter denial. She can't beat him. Even nowadays, she can't beat him. Yeah, especially since he's unlocked his well, I mean, consider what happened Naruto. Okay, you know what? My point is that even now he could still kick her ass. He wouldn't, but he put a baby in her and then he went zoop.
Stop. Getting your revenge won't save anyone.
That's not the point, Sakura, you
We're
idiot.
all worried about you. We all want to work
No,
alongside
no,
you again.
no. This is not what he needs to hear. This is why you're awful, Sakura. This is not what he needs to...
Please, remember us.
You know, Sasuke...
They're all laughing.
No.
Itachi died so they could stand there laughing.
But
Laughing
they didn't
like
intentionally
fools.
let
Because
that
they
happen.
know nothing.
They don't know anything.
Sasuke.
If they knew, they wouldn't laugh.
Your laughter sounds like scorn and disdain to me now.
But they don't know.
I want to change
If they
that
knew,
laughter
like
to
Naruto knows.
screams and moans.
He, like... Thank you, Kakashi.
Sensei.
End this, please.
He really meant to kill her. How you've fallen, Sasuke.
But, like,
One after
would anybody
another.
care? Would anybody
Are
except
you
for
next then, Kakashi?
like, who cares if Sakura dies?
Sakura, you were aiming to kill Sasuke all by yourself, weren't you? There's no need for you to bear such a heavy burden.
Bro acted like she could actually do
Sasuke,
that. She would
Let
die
me just
several
say
times.
this. Do not become possessed by vengeance. I don't want to take you down.
Doesn't say this in the
You
show.
talk like you could defeat me at any time. Stop acting like you're still my teacher.
See, this is a good line, but like, this is not what
I'm
happened.
just
so.
itching to take you down, you know.
It's funny because
Kakashi!
in the show there was a lot less talking in this scene, unlike usual where there's a lot of talking. But this scene, in particular, there's not that much talking. They pretty much get down right to it.
Sakura, I need you to focus. Heal that girl to the point that she can speak. There's still time.
Not
What
save her
about
life,
you?
fuck her.
I will take on what would have been your burden. Well, that is my role, after
Kakashi's
all.
the only one that actually stands a chance against Sasuke. Remotely, because he has a Sharingan. He's fought against people who has a Sharingan. He's fought with alongside Itachi, so he knows what he's dealing with. He's fought along Sasuke, so he knows his pattern. He's
Sasuke.
like he's been a Jonin for like
He truly continued to feel
So
affection
long
towards
now.
Orochimaru, no
Younger
matter
than
how
anybody.
far he fell. It's clear to me now. Now I finally understand what the third Hokage went through.
except the fact that Sasuke killed
Well
him.
then, you can go the way of the third.
You are my precious student, and that's why I don't want to see you fall further into darkness.
Okay, here's my counter argument for Sasuke being like, yeah, fuck the third Hokage.
Sasuke,
I agree with him.
I will
fuck
stop
the third
you.
Hokage.
even
Think
if it
about
costs me my life.
Due to the third Hokage's inaction, everything happened wrong with Sasuke. Everything happened wrong with Naruto. Literally.
Let me be in time.
If the third Hokage didn't suck,
Almost
a
there.
lot of the problems in Naruto probably wouldn't have happened. Like, think about it. Okay, so Naruto, you know, his house is destroyed, right? But does that mean his bank account for his parents are gone? No. Does Naruto get any of that money? No, they do not.
I will crush you and the leaf. Everything.
You really have gotten stronger, Sasuke.
I want to wait
now,
until like this.
how am I going to...
And Naruto drops in.
Sakura!
Sakura, don't be stupid.
Can't. I will not let Kakashi-sensei bear this burden.
Why did you come?
I want to frame
Sasuke.
that. I want to frame
I
that.
will.
Why did you come back? You were useless.
Yay! I'm on the same team as Sasuke.
No.
Sasuke?
No. This
Thank
doesn't.
you,
No, you
Sasuke.
can't make this work show or
I
game.
hope we'll always be
It's
together
not-
as Team 7. Just what I'd expect from you.
It doesn't matter what her intentions are. She can't do it. She's not strong enough. I get she feels useless, but literally,
Sakura.
she's just throwing her life away.
Thank you.
It's, and she can't do it. In the end, she will not be able to do it. But Sasuke has no problem doing it with her, and yet he will still bear her child. He will still bear his seed.
I can make up my mind.
I hate that. I still hate that. I don't care if I like Sarada, and I don't care if I don't like
Don't!
Sakura and Boruto. You know, literally, he tries to murder her so many times, and yet she still marries him and takes his seed. I literally don't get it. I literally don't understand. This is like Stockholm Syndrome.
Naruto.
Like, it's so pathetic. Like, he writes
Your
so many
timing's
good
even better than mine.
female characters.
I didn't expect you, but you saved her.
Are we not gonna make the fact that Naruto got cut here?
Sasuke,
Okay.
you and Sakura are both members of Team 7.
Is she though? Is she really?
Former member, in my case.
Yeah, but you're the only one that
You
actually
must
contributed.
realize now, Naruto. He's not the Sasuke you knew. Not anymore.
I know his past though. So
Sasuke, Madara told me the truth about Itachi. I don't know if he was lying, but it doesn't matter. What you've been doing... I get it.
What could you possibly understand?
my clan was killed because
What
of.
can you, with no parents or siblings, possibly know about it? Why don't
My
you
clan
just
was
shut
killed,
up?
you idiot.
I did it. Just a little while ago, I finally got
Sure,
revenge for
Naruto
Itachi.
never met his clan,
On a leaf elder.
but still, they were still
Dunzo.
killed because of their abilities. In fact,
What?
because of
They
that,
got
you have
Dunzo?
Karin, idiot.
I've never felt like this before. I feel the tainted Uchiha name becoming cleansed. Becoming freed from this rotting ninja world. Isn't this exactly what you Leaf Ninja have wanted all along? You've always repudiated the Uchiha, so fine. I'll help erase the Uchiha from your memories. By crushing all of you and destroying the leaf itself! The severing of all
Stupid.
bonds is the ultimate purification, and that shall lead to Uchiha's true restoration!
Hatred. It is the history of repeated
Stupid.
accumulating hatred that has
How will that
created the
restore
Sasuke
the
before
Uchiha
us.
when you will be the last Uchiha? You're
Naruto.
an idiot.
Sasuke.
Naruto, that's enough. Leave this to me.
Like you could take him on. I mean, you
Just
probably
a little
could.
more, and I'll know the answer. I feel it.
Like you, Naruto would not be a hindrance in this fight.
Kakashi-sensei, please let me do this. I'm almost there. I've almost got it.
No, you are not almost there, Naruto. You're an idiot.
What? What are you saying?
Also, he doesn't say this.
So you're next, Naruto?
So another thing, it's not really a fight. So let me do a little breakdown. Okay, so what was I talking about like a moment ago? Okay, so Sakura stands no chance. Okay. The fact that she thinks that she can kill Sasuke is stupid. She, like, in Boruto, she becomes a better character because they actually give her a character trait. Yeah, get all you want about Boruto. think it's the worst show ever. I don't think that. I think it's a pretty good show. It's still flawed, just like Shippuden and just like the original. Out of all of the shows, I like Shippuden the best. However, Boruto is still good. However, it has some pacing problems, and it really should cut back on the filler. However, some of the filler is good. Whether you like it or not, I find some of the filler to be good. Some of it is bad. Don't get me wrong. There is some bad filler, but most of it's fine. And there are some that I really like the guy, the suicide video game bomber guy. I found that interesting. And like, you know, the current arc we're in now with pirates. I mean, yeah, we've had so much stupid shit about pirates in other fillers. They're even in the worst arc ever, being the boat arc in Shippuden, which I absolutely despise, and anybody who worked on the writing for those should be fired. Honest to God, I hate those episodes. Honest to God, they make me hate Shippuden because they're just so of such poor quality. It's so insulting. Like, honestly, it's insulting. Like, the writing in Naruto has never been Shakespeare. Okay? I don't like Shakespeare anyway, so fuck Shakespeare. But my point is that it's had some good writing. Like, you cannot deny Naruto's had some good writing. Naruto Shippuden. Shippuden's when the writing got really good, in my opinion. It's where it's gotten its best. And then it got to Boruto, and it's still good. My thing is that people are kind of having series fatigue. And I kind of understand that. Also the fact that I don't care about the gods. I don't like them. They're lame. They're lame villains, all of them. I just fuck them all. Gods should have never ever been a thing, and they never should have. So, do I think Boruto should have never existed? No. I think Boruto can exist. The problem is gods. They're fucking lame. The only thing cool is that Boruto being possessed. That's kind of cool. I actually like that. I love Kawaki. I love him so much. His journey is so damn good. Anybody who says Boruto is completely bad, you're fucking wrong, because you have not watched Kawaki, and if you're saying it's still bad, even watching Kawaki's, then you're a fucking liar. Because Kawaki is great, and you need to shut up. Anyway. Sakura got better in Boruto because she has a personality. An overworked mother who tries to provide for her daughter to a fault. At the complete exhaustion to complete exhaustion. Wow. That's interesting. She tried to provide for Sarada because Sasuke's fucked off, being anime father who's just abandoned. So I hate that so much. I can't be at the village because I don't deserve it. It's just I should go be outside protecting the village. I'm a threat to the village because people are going to come down and seeking my stuff. Who? Who's going to be like, yeah, I can take down Sasuke? Or I can take down the people that are protecting Sasuke? Imagine if you did fuck over Sasuke. You would incur the wrath of Naruto. You want that? Because Naruto would not rest until he finds you. Like, if somebody were to magically kill Sasuke, it won't happen. But if they did, the rage from Naruto would be like he would be like, nope, I'm out. I'm done. Somebody take over for the Hokage spot. Like Shikamaru take over. I'm gonna go find him. Like, you would not be able to stop him. He would go, and you could not stop him. Like, and Sakura like did cool things in Boruto. Like, and she has significantly less screen time, and she doesn't hit Naruto constantly. Probably because he's the Hokage, and people would have been like, Sakura. Also, Hinata probably would have liked her hitting her husband constantly. So, or maybe, maybe the what do you call it? The creator got tired of punching Naruto constantly for a joke. If only. I know that's not the case. There's no way that's the case. But I'm praying maybe. Anyway, my point is that I think that Sakura in the entire until Boruto, she sucks. She's lame and she sucks. Does she have her moments here and there? Yeah, but that's not enough for me, in my opinion. She's a main character. Whether you like it or not, she is classified as a main character. Yet she does nothing to contribute. If you take Sakura out of the story, tell me what changes. Tell me what changes. Because you're saying, well, Naruto wouldn't have gone after Sasuke. You're a liar. Because Naruto still regarded Sasuke as a friend, and he would have went after him. He had more of an urgency to do it because of Sakura, but he went anyway. He even says to this a bit later, he says, I'm not just doing this for you. I'm doing this for myself. He's a part of Team 7. Like when she says, you don't have to do this for me anymore. And then he's like, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this because I want to bring Sasuke back. Sasuke is my friend. Sakura, you fucking idiot. Like, do you not realize that? Sure, he was my rival, he was my friend, he pushed me to be better. You never did any of these things. You never pushed me to be better, always doubting me, hating me, punching me, calling me a loser, ignoring me. Why is Naruto friends with Sakura again? Because if she did all those things to me, I would be like, nah, fuck you. Like, I don't even understand. Like, Hinata was always nice, or like in the back. Like, I get the whole thing is, he can't see it because he's stupid. But like where are the landing lights? Because he knows. Like, even when he said to Sakura when she confessed his love to Naruto, she didn't believe him because he knows that she loves Sasuke. And yet, how many scenes are dedicated to him wanting to date her? Like, and yet she still bears his child. I can't get over that. I literally don't understand how the clockwork in her brain works. That at the end of the war, when he literally knocks her out, doesn't kill her, but he knocks her out. Even Kakashi's like, that's just cruel, Sasuke. You didn't need to do that. And he still marries her. Like, we don't see the wedding, by the way, for Sasuke, one of the main characters. We get for Naruto, but Sasuke doesn't. First of all, Sasuke doesn't show up at Naruto's wedding. He flies in that eagle, which, really, you couldn't have had Sasuke give a rare moment where he congratulates Naruto, showing that he's reformed and that he's different. Like, sure, he sends the hawk that sends the letter, but like, he couldn't just go there and just be like, good job, you loser. Like, it would have been a great little scene. Nope, just send him a letter, because fuck him. My best friend I fought to the death with. Nope. Just send him a letter. One fucking... Like, it's the marriage of your best friend. Like, if anybody, I would imagine Sasuke would have been the best man. Or maybe Iruka. I think it was Iruka. Well, he was standing in the point of his father. Actually, now that I think about it, well, I guess they couldn't reanimate it without using a body. Like, couldn't they use, like, a criminal who's scheduled for execution? Couldn't they just be, like, get two criminals and be like, alright, we're gonna reform, them. Your deaths will be used to reform Kushina and Minato so Naruto can have his day. That'll be your good deed that will, I mean, if they're gonna be sent to death anyway, might as well let them, like, do some good. Let Naruto have, you know, his parents see him off to get married. But nope. When they literally have the means to do so. I guess it's like kind of like, well, Naruto doesn't need, like, he wants to let them rest, or like, but if they would have addressed it, like, they can do it. I don't know. I feel like it's dumb. Like, oh yeah, now I remember what I was so angry about the third Hokage. So I may have addressed this in a previous thing, but I'm going to address it now. The third Hokage, he left Naruto in a house where he has to continuously pay for and food, instead of giving him a family. He lets him live alone, miserable. Sure, maybe nobody would want to take him in, but like, you would think maybe Jiraiya would. But nah, Jiraiya's like an asshole. Or, Kakashi? Sensei? Do a good thing for Sensei? Look after Naruto? But he does not. He does not do this. I know it's a retcon, but it's still like, it infuriates me because, like, they have to retcon things because of, things they do later. And it's just like, it's so many plot holes. Okay, so let's talk about Sasuke. This one, this one's indefensible because this happens in the original show. You tell me why Sasuke has to live alone. Tell me why. Tell me why Sasuke has to live alone. Was that the condition Itachi left for the third Hokage? It was not. It was to keep Sasuke alive. What happens if someone sneaks into Sasuke's room and murders him in his sleep? Because Sasuke's still a kid. And I doubt, if a Jonin were to able to sneak in the village, which they've shown to be able to do, and just kills him or takes his eyes, that's the third Hokage's fault because he's alone. So, like, why doesn't Itachi just take Sasuke with him? I get it would have been hard to raise him, but, like, would it have been better than to leave him alone in hatred and everything? Like, why would he want to stay with the village? Like, why? So he could be alone? Like, if Itachi would have... I guess it would have been harder for Itachi to raise. But, like, I feel like Itachi should have been just, like, a ninja who would, just be in exile. Like, but just be, like, a mercenary for hire who makes money for Sasuke. I don't know. It feels like a little dumb that he just leaves Sasuke in the village to be all alone. And the third Hokage is just like, I'm just going to leave Sasuke. Does Sasuke even get money? Because he literally... How does Sasuke afford food? I'm assuming the third Hokage gave him money. Did he give him his parents' money? It's so many questions. Like, when his parents... Like... He lives by himself. Also, what happened to Sasuke's house once he left the village? Did they repossess it? Like, there's just so many questions. Also, I don't think the house that Naruto lives in now is the same one that he was, It would have been kind of cool if, like, Naruto's new house would have been where his old parents was. Like, his parents had ownership of the land, and he could just, boom, just builds his house with Hinata there. I don't know. I feel like it would have been better than, yeah, whatever they do. I'm just so angry. Oh, so stupid. Like, it's such a stupid plot point. Why not give... Like, Naruto, okay, the villagers hate him, even though they have no real reason to hate him. Like, sure, you're afraid of the Nine Tails. But literally, the reason that keeps the Nine Tails inside of Naruto, you don't want him to hate. You don't want him to feel hate. Yet they hate him. So, what's that thing gonna do? It's gonna consume him and gonna kill the village, because the villagers are a bunch of idiots. I know you could, but keep that shit, but they treat him like garbage. Even though literally his father saves the village. And maybe the third Hokage keeps that under wraps, but why? So Naruto wouldn't be targeted? But the villagers know he's the Nine Tails. Like, it's stupid. It's really stupid, and I hate it. Naruto being alone is stupid, and you can't justify it. There's no... Okay, then what about Sasuke? What's Sasuke's reason? Why couldn't the third Hokage look after him? Like, he wouldn't have to do it for long. Or why couldn't Kakashi look after Sasuke? He knew his brother. See, like... That one's a little... But, like, he's the only one with a Sharingan. So, like, if you put two people, like, he would be a good person to monitor Sasuke's behavior with the Sharingan and all that. Also, he's a Jonin. Also, he knew his brother. You know. And, like, it's not like Sasuke would really do much, like, need much. Like, Sasuke keeps pretty much to himself, you know? He would probably just train all day, you know? I'm just saying it's dumb. Like Naruto, I can get a little bit. Only a little, but even then, it's stupid. But Sasuke, there is no reason that he is not given a foster family. Like, maybe that they would steal his eyes, but, like... Do you want to incur the wrath of Itachi? Like... He said to take care of Sasuke. But Sasuke's alone, and what does that foster? Hatred. Because being alone makes you guilty of things that you don't have. A family. Like, maybe Sasuke would have rejected having a family. Like, but we need the scene of Sasuke saying, I don't want another family. Like, that would have been better. That would have been better than what we got. Of him saying... Like, of him rejecting a foster family. He's like, no, I can't have another family. I don't want another family. It's not right. I don't want one. And then he said, okay, Sasuke, then we can put you up in maybe an orphanage, or put you up in your own house, but you would have to pay with your earnings. But they never established that. They never established that, and that makes me angry. Maybe they established that in the manga, but I don't know why they would exclude that from the anime, because that is important. And nobody brings that up, and I don't know why, and it really always bugs me. Rant over. I'm sorry. Like I said, Shippuden's flawed. Like, the entirety of Naruto is flawed, but it's still
I'll find
good.
the answer in this fight.
Let's make this more of a fight than it actually is.
I'm going to crush you, Naruto!
Sasuke, here,
Naruto, is that all you've got?
just a little more. The answer, I've almost got it.
What does that even mean? if he's going to like, Sasuke's so cheap. Like he can like immediately.
I will crush you and the leaf. Everything.
Okay, here we go. Like Sasuke's genuine in crushing. I think he should only kill like the ultimate decision.
You're still a child, Naruto. To me, revenge is everything. I don't care what happens to anything else. You're naive, Naruto. Well, have you seen what's really in my heart? Have you?
So the legend difficulty makes me think Naruto's thinking about this as like, as an adult. This makes me think he's being stupid and still thinking that Sasuke's still that same old boy.
I trained like crazy for 3 years, and I'm finally here. Sasuke, no matter how much you talk about revenge, no matter how hard you try to leave us, our bond, the bond that took so much work to form, it isn't something you can sever that easily.
I mean, with like, here's my counter argument for that. The bond with Naruto, I believe, but Sakura, maybe, I don't know, like Naruto's bond with Sakura, maybe, but even then, like, constantly abuses her. I get it's a gag, but it's not funny, and he's still hitting her. Like, she's still hitting him. It's not like that doesn't happen. Like, it's still, like, a punch you have to take. Like, it's a ha-ha funny, but you're still like, ow! Like, I get he has healing because of the Nine Tails, but, like, punch still hurts. I know I'm looking deep into this, but like my point is like a punch still hurts. Whether it's a gag or not.
Why? Why don't you get it, Sasuke?
Why don't you get it, Naruto? It's not about you.
Like a new suit of clothes.
As long as I get my revenge, Orochimaru can have my life.
Except the fact that I literally
What about
killed
your
him.
dream of becoming Hokage? If you've got time to chase me around, you should use it to train instead, right? Naruto?
I mean, I do train you, idiot.
You think a guy who can't even save one friend could ever become Hokage? Do you, Sasuke?
Last time, I spared your life on a whim.
Here we go. Fuck. Shit. Oh, fuck. Okay, good, I got it. See, they're now more forgiving in this scene compared to the other one. Why is this one so forgiving compared to the other one? Where it just barely gives it to you. When this is a later one, it's because they really want you to see this secret factor? I don't know. This is legend difficulty, by the way. So, proves you how easy this game is.
It's time to end this.
This is this is the reason I like Storm 4. Because, like, Storm 3 Full Burst did a good job of, like, it's like a good stepping stone of what I wanted. And then, like,
You know,
4
Sasuke,
solidified it by adding combos that actually are good and unique and different. It's
you and I,
cool. I mean, sure, they have some in this game, but, like, my point is, like, they actually are worth using instead of just spamming your ultimates and everything.
our roles could have been reversed.
Yep. They could have been. I mean, if you think about it, Naruto lost his clan too. Like, if he brought that up to Sasuke, like, where do you think the Eddie village is? Why doesn't he bring that up to Sasuke? Well, I mean, I guess it's because it's an insult because he said that they're not alive, and Naruto never got to meet them. It's like, but, like, he could say, like, sure, I didn't get to meet them, but, like, they were still wiped out. The Uzumaki clan is wiped out. I mean, and the fact that the Leafs still wear them on their back, it's insulting. Considering that the Leaf didn't do anything to protect them. And made his mom the Jinchuriki. It's stupid. I like Naruto. I really do, honestly. I know I'm ripping on it a lot, but that's because I love it so much. Is that I can openly critique it and still say I love Naruto, even though it's flawed. That's why it's not my #1 anime. It's my number 2, maybe 3. I'd say maybe Gurren Lagann's number 2, and number 1 is
Sasuke,
definitely My Hero Academia.
do you remember? The entire village used to hate me.
And the whole fandom
And I
hates
hated
Sakura.
them right back. One bad move, and I could
I'm
have been
sorry,
exactly
I couldn't
like
help
you.
it.
And
That doesn't really work.
I was always alone. I felt
Yep.
better knowing there was someone like me out there. I was happy.
That's really sad when you think about it. Wow!
I wanted to be your friend, be around you sooner, but I didn't.
Like, dubbing can be awesome.
was also jealous of you.
That
You were good at
That
everything.
was pathetic.
So I
They didn't
decided you'd
even
be my
try.
rival. You were my goal. You always have been. I had nothing, but I built bonds. And then in our missions as Team 7, I kept chasing after you. I wanted to be like you.
Fuck you, Sakura.
So, Sasuke, I've never actually said it before, but
You are my friend, na 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 ni dojima.
I'm happy. Happy I knew you.
Wow, that's pathetic. They couldn't get that.
Naruto, no matter what you say now, I'm not changing.
I'm gonna talk no jutsu you until I win, Sasuke,
I'm
and it will
still
work.
going to destroy each and every person in the Leaf, including you.
But why though? They not everybody
Either
had
defeat
something to
me
do
and
with it.
become the
Just kill
hero
the
who
people who are
saved the
responsible.
village,
Like not
or
everybody
fall
hates
to
the
me
Uchiha.
and just be known as a pitiful loser. Those are your only choices.
Or I break both your arms and you
I'm
can't
not
do
gonna be a
anything.
loser, or the hero who defeated you.
Because you're almost blind right now. So I break both your arms and
I
I break
won't
both
be
your
either.
legs and you can't do anything. And you don't have your comrades with you because you almost killed one of
I
them.
won't.
And the other two are who knows fuck where. So literally, I could literally take you if I was, if I wanted to. Literally, they
vision.
could have taken Sasuke
Did
here.
I use the Mangekyo Sharingan too much?
I mean, even Madara told him he's losing his light in his eye.
I thought I told
Without
you to
Madara
get some
here.
rest.
Madara.
Nine Tails.
I like he
I'll
doesn't
make
refer
sure
to
you
him
can
as his
fight them
name.
properly later.
I like that.
For now, retreat.
I kind of like what he says in the dub, though. What he says,
Sasuke!
maybe I'm gonna throw
Before you
Sasuke
go.
at you.
There's something I want to tell you.
Please say the line like you did in the show. Please, please, please.
Let's go.
Wait.
Sasuke, that last battle, I know you saw it too. That when you and I fight again, we will both die. If you attack the leaf, I'm gonna have to fight you. So save up your hatred and take it all out on me.
Kind of what he said. It's close.
I'm the only one who can take it. I know that. It's the only thing I can do.
Yeah, fuck you, Sakura. You can't take on
I
all
will
his
shoulder
hate.
your hatred and die with you.
There we go. Finally said the right line.
Why?
Say it. Say you are my friend.
What do you want?
Sasuke.
Why do you care so much?
I love how Sasuke, like, it takes so long to Sasuke to understand this. That he's just his friend and he'll do anything.
Because we're friends.
I wish I could play like a small clip of "You are my friend" without the huge
I
copy.
knew from the moment we first met that it was gonna take a lot of work to understand you. I'm right, aren't I? I can only understand you by using my fists. No matter what, I haven't given up on you yet.
I won't change. I don't want to understand you.
But you will.
And I don't plan on dying either. You'll be the only one to die.
Wrong.
Enough, Naruto. I'll take care of Sasuke.
Bitch, shut the fuck up.
You have your dream of becoming Hokage to preserve. There's no need for you to go down with Sasuke.
But I wanna.
How can I become Hokage if I can't even save one friend?
See, this is where I
I'll
thought
be
he
the
said
one
that line for
to
like
fight Sasuke.
where it meant the most. Where it's like, how can I be Hokage if I can't
Naruto.
save one friend? Because he doesn't find himself worthy to be Hokage. Like, unlike the
Fine.
third Hokage.
You'll be the first one I kill.
Wait, what? Is that it? That's a mistranslation.
No
'cause
problem.
He kills Orochimaru.
Since it's
I know
clear
he's
you
not
still don't
really
respect
dead,
me.
but my point is like, until this point, everybody thought he was dead. And like, and I think Itachi's dead at this point.
The conversation appears to be over. Let's
Right?
go, Sasuke.
I think he's dead. Kind of thing.
Madara.
Yeah, he
I'll
is
talk
dead.
to you later.
Yeah, he is dead. Yep. Now I think about it, he is dead. I forgot that for a moment. He is dead.
I'll be waiting for you, Sasuke.
And collapse. Because Sakura put
Naruto,
poison into her kunai
Thank you, as always.
that Sasuke took from her.
Thanks to you, I still don't have to give up my dream that one day Team 7 will laugh together again.
Fuck you, Sakura. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Worthless asshole. Naruto has to do all the hard work because of how useless you are.
What did you want to discuss?
I want Itachi's eyes.
You're finally ready then.
I want to see darkness clearly.
You've overused the Susanoo. I was aware that your vision was almost gone.
Implant them immediately.
Such a sudden change in tune. What's brought this on?
I will crush Naruto with all I've got. I'll eradicate him completely.
Naruto makes me so mad.
That's final.
I like this so much because it's like he leaves such an impact on Sasuke. Like, Even though
really
Sasuke
don't
considers him a
believe
loser,
it.
he's still his friend.
You
he even
raised your
says so
fist against
himself.
me. You're superior, not once, but
When
twice.
Captain
you know,
Yamato, would you let it go already, please?
Do you even understand what I'm feeling right now?
if I
don't,
didn't
do
jump
you?
in when I did, Sakura would have been dead. Wait,
Oh,
wait, how was that a bit of a bad
let
thing?
him
You know what,
be.
never mind.
If
Naruto shouldn't have
Naruto hadn't
interviewed.
showed up, we wouldn't be here now.
Well, we
You're
would be.
being
It's
too
just
easy
Sakura
on him,
would be
Kakashi.
dead.
It's been a long time since
And
I
how would
wanted
that
to
been a
cry
bad
this
thing again?
badly.
Now.
We're the ones who want to cry here.
It'd have been one thing
Kiba,
if.
are
if
you still
Sa-
ranting about that? That's not very manly, big guy.
Shut
I'll
up!
get to my point
We
after.
finally steeled ourselves to fight Sasuke, and then
Any of you could have stand a
I
remote
said I was
chance.
sorry.
you
At
had to go
most,
and let him
Lee
get
could
away.
have fought him with taijutsu.
There was a good reason. I'll tell you about it later.
It was not good. Not a good reason.
In any case, our expedition is over. Well then, back to training.
I like how Lee just like fuck him.
Sakura, call me anytime. I will help you whenever you ask.
Even
no matter
though
what.
you fucking knocked me out like an
Lee
asshole.
is acting the way he always does. How should I put this? It helps a lot.
Fuck you, fuck you.
Naruto, you'd better really
You don't
explain things
deserve
later.
Rock Lee.
I know.
All right, this is where we leave you
That
two.
would have been interesting. If Sakura would have died
I
there,
have to take this
and
girl to
can
the
you
intel
imagine how
division.
angry Rock Lee would have been at Sasuke? He would have never forgiven
You've
Sasuke.
been nice and quiet so far. Try to behave for the rest of the trip, too.
That might have been interesting.
Okay.
And like
I
if
was never
Naruto found
planning
out,
to fight
he
you
would go
anyway.
into an absolute rage. Even though I don't know why, because Sakura's just an asshole.
Then we'll be... Sakura! Oh, Shizune.
We're not going to do the whole thing where where
been looking for
Kakashi's
you.
going to become Hokage.
I'm sorry. I just had to find Sasuke and...
I don't care about
Never
that.
mind that now. What's going on? It's Lady Tsunade. She's awake! You
For
really
real?
mean that? Yes, she's already in the mansion again, hard at work. Go say hello. Okay,
I'm coming too, Sakura.
what about you, Captain?
I'll escort Kakashi and the girl. After I've seen them to their destination, I'll need a good long talk with Kakashi about Naruto's actions.
Fuck you. What about Sakura? What about Sakura? She
Sai?
literally left the... Wait a
Have to
minute.
tell the
Sakura left the
Foundation about
village.
Lord Danzo.
All right then, I'll see you later.
Are they
Sakura,
not going to face
come on
punishment?
already.
Coming.
Are they? Is Sakura not going to face punishment? Because at
Naruto's
least
back to
Naruto
normal.
was given a mission to leave the village. Oh my
Sure
god.
is.
Was Sakura given the mission to leave? I'm trying to think. Because she would have had to get the approval from Danzo. Oh my god, I literally think she left the village. And faced no consequences. Oh my god, I literally didn't even think about that.
All came quick.
The situation calls for swift action.
Princess Tsunade, you sure you're up to this? You ought to have handed the reins over to a young'un.
They got
since
much
you're
better with the
getting
dubbing
on
in the fourth
years.
game.
You're the last one I want to hear that from.
Because they knew it was the last game and they were gonna fucking go hard.
The Danzo incident aside, I am relieved to see you back as Hokage, Lady Tsunade.
Let us be done with the greetings, and commence with the body of the meeting.
My ninja have spotted a site that may be the enemy's stronghold, but it may also be a trap. We'll need more time.
We too have scouting parties out collecting data. We must pool and share what each village knows. Quickly.
How about forming a separate unit within the Allied force that just handles intel?
That sounds great. So, where shall we hide away the Jinchuriki?
Hide away?
What is it?
Both Naruto and B can be a huge asset in battle. Why hide them away?
So here's the big debate in this.
I initially thought so as well, but considering the worst-case scenario, we can't let them participate in this war.
Our enemy is Madara Uchiha. If we hold back and lose our prospect at victory, we won't get a second chance.
I get this whole war is to protect Naruto, but like, not letting him fight, I get like, if you put like a good unit around him, you know, to back him up so he doesn't get taken.
Our aim in this war is to protect those two. Your sole descent as Hokage is not sufficient.
Interesting that Gaara is, you know, since she used to be a Jinchuriki. And then Mizukage was a Jinchuriki, and he died before her, and she's taken over. So, just interesting things.
You stripling! Naruto is...
He takes too many risks, especially when it comes to his comrades. That is why.
I skipped over a lot of dialogue by accident.
Before we begin to discuss tactics, the 5 Kage must be in agreement, or there is no possibility of victory.
I don't fully agree with that.
We are all in agreement on this matter, Lady Tsunade.
Fine.
That retort proves all is well, that the Slug Princess is back in good health.
Thank God, because fuck Danzo.
We shall now decide the hiding place of the 8 Tails and 9 Tails. Any objections, Hokage?
No, just hurry it up so we can move on.
I've got just the site in mind. It's a very special spot where I train with B.
After this happens the worst filler arc in the entirety of Naruto. In fact, in the entirety of every anime I've seen, it has the worst writing. It has the... Okay, no, it's not the worst writing I've ever seen. Well, it's worst writing compared... Like, if you think, like... If you think it's comparing it to the good writing you get for all the other great scenes that Shippuden has. Like the pain arc, it's insulting that arc came before this one. And the war arc that comes later, it's so good. It's so good. A little bloated, but it's still good. Like the pain arc.
And that's how it is.
It's good because, like, first of all, the arc before it is, you know, it's got the death of Jiraiya, and that's fucking brutal. The effect that has on Naruto, they really make you feel Naruto's pain and losing a fatherly figure in Jiraiya. He called him Pervy Sage, but he considered him family. He's the reason Naruto has his name.
Guy, Yamato, Aoba, and Naruto. You 4 will head for a certain island where you'll join the Hidden Cloud Ninja. Then you'll begin your mission.
Thank God we will not have to do the filler shit.
I've arranged to get the details to you once you're there, but this will be top secret. Be careful.
In that case, we'll all...
Yes. Okay.
Naruto. Don't go off on your own, all right? If you start acting... You get my meaning, don't you?
Yes!
Like he's
You sure we
afraid of
shouldn't
you.
tell Naruto the truth? That the purpose of this mission is to keep him out of the war?
What did you say, Sensei?
If we tell him about it, he'll get himself onto the battlefield no matter what it takes.
We'll have to break his legs.
We've got to avoid that at all costs.
They do a good job of doing that.
You're right.
Though, considering.
Guy, Yamato, Aoba, I want you to keep Naruto under constant watch. Do not let him off that island. Is that clear?
I mean, if you think about it, they are a good team to, well, at least Guy and Yamato. Yamato can do the Nine Tails sealing, and Guy is the full power and the brute, and like, he understands Naruto wanting to fight, and his, you know, but the other guy,
Yes, ma'am.
I forget what Aoba
Chapter
does.
3, 2 Jinchuriki.
Oh god, wait. Chapter 3.
Alrighty, all set.
How many chapters are in this game?
Okay, guess I should get going.
there like a timeline I can look at? I can't remember. Okay, hold on. Ninja World timeline. Oh, so I can still do hero side too. How interesting. Okay, so if I remember correctly, this game ends on the fight with Kabuto. And I remember that fight being a nightmare. Like if I also remember the fight with Madara is bad. Well, not bad, it's annoying. I don't like that we don't get a conversation with Ino, considering she does like Sasuke. I mean, I'm glad that she actually, likes Sai, because that's so much better for her character. A, because it's someone interesting. Well, that's not it. Like, he's my favorite character in the entirety of Naruto. Hey, Neji's not dead yet. I know this is a spoiler, but I don't care. If you've not seen Naruto, that's your fault. I do not apologize. That's your fault. Despite its flaws, Naruto's still an amazing watch. You need to watch it. I'd recommend watching all the fillers except for the boat arc filler. Skip that one. But, every other one's fine. I guess I should buy Bento. Well, actually... Ichiraku Ramen. Let's go to Ichiraku real quick. Because I want to heal everybody. Hi, Kiva. I forgot what I needed to do for you. I forget what he gives me. You know, it'd be really shitty if you had to go 100% of the timeline in order to get, a character. Thank God they don't do that, because that would just be a dick thing. I don't care. Naruto deserves some ramen after whatever. He just needs to feel good. I'm keeping up his morale. I think he should be treated to a more... See, like, I like doing combos in the other games because, like, it's actually rewarding. But, like, in this game, they do, like, a pitiful amount of damage. But, like, they're actually, like, sustainable in the other, in 4. It is dumb that I cannot have more than one at a time. Can I buy bento here, please? Please don't have to make me go to another shop. Don't make me do that. Don't make me do that. Oh, you're gonna be a dick. I mean, I really could be fine, you know. You know what? I'm probably fine. Well, we're about to go to the island, and who knows the next time I'll be able to. So it's probably better be safe than sorry. I hate this. I hate that going this way is like, because then you have to, like, your mind has to, like, also, the fact that Naruto does not have a running speed. Look at this. This is a walking speed as far as I'm concerned. Look how slow he moves. Fuck this over. Hey, it's useless character number 2. And you know what? Actually, Tenten's worse because she never gets anything. She never does anything at all. The most notable thing that happens to her, she gets fucked by, what's her face? Tamari. By the most brutal way possible. Ninja info cards. Ninja info cards. So, is this to imply that it will unlock these? Like, are these characters? I don't remember. Wait a minute, tail piece bomb. So what did that do? Collection? Enter passwords. Did that like unlock characters? Ah.
People are counting on me for all sorts of things, so I won't mess up!
See, Neji has the most hilarious thing ever when he gets hit by a tail beast bomb. It's so fucking funny. Actually, I kind of want to do that. Okay. But, so, if the Bento's not here... Ah! See, I'm gonna be fucked later. What does that even mean, the Attica? Alright, let's see what it is, whatever. Naruto moves so fucking slow. Why? Who decided that? You better fucking have Bento. Thank you. Okay. No. Wait, really? Wait, really? I can only buy 2? Okay. Well, I'd rather have... Okay, how long it's gonna take me to get all the way to the end of the village. All the way. Naruto runs so pathetically slow. And we can't make go faster, because that would be stupid. Who wants to control the main character's speed? Gotta make him go as slow as... Okay, hopefully... Okay.
Yes.
And
what?
Of course I'm ready!
Perfect.
Yeah! What?
The clock.
You don't mean...
There it comes. Think of me.
Right.
What?
Oh wait, we're fighting? Why? Wait, why? 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 They don't fight. Is this to get over the fact they fight in filler? Okay.
Let the battle begin!
I am the Hidden Cloud Ninja Might Guy! One blow from my searing fist will knock you out!
Ha! Let me show you just how awesome Hidden Leaf Village Ninja are!
What's the matter? That won't work against Might Guy, the Super Hidden Cloud Ninja!
Actually, I just looked about it, the combo
Hidden
actually
Cloud
isn't
Ninja
that
are pretty
bad.
tough!
What ferocious spirit! You've even startled this Hidden Cloud Ninja!
Okay, I'm gonna bring my final attack! My new jutsu will flatten even the thickest wall!
Game over!
I'm just saying they just did a lot more in the variety in the combos for the next game. Like they just
Now
did
I'm
a
all
lot
set
more.
to deal with the Hidden Cloud! Thanks, Super Bushy Brow Sensei!
You were no help. If I really wanted to, I could do the extra Sasuke scene.
So, this... No attack?
This dialogue's not important.
I thought I heard... Although...
It's not. If it was important, I wouldn't skip it. But
Are they going to be like...
It's just... God, he has seasickness.
Let's
that's
start
all...
with the greetings, shall we, Toby? Or rather, I hear you're going by Madara these days.
I'm the main villain of this game because...
I'm impressed you found this place.
You oughtn't underestimate how much I've learned wandering the world as a spy.
It's a shame
and
because
a member
Madara
of the
is not the
Akatsuki.
main villain of a single game. Because he
That's
gets
right.
he gets
You
that
were
taken
one of
by
Sasori's spies,
Kaguya because
which makes you now a traitor to Akatsuki, Kabuto Yakushi. This is... reanimation.
A forbidden jutsu once known only by the second Hokage and Lord Orochimaru. But now I am the third. I have surpassed both of them.
Okay.
Please be at ease. I have not come here to fight you.
Then what do you want?
I want to join you.
Well,
Join forces? What would be in it for me?
I hear you're starting a war. I offer you strength in battle. In the form of Itachi, Sasori, Deidara, Kakuzu, and Nagato. Stalwart warriors all. Plus, they're not the only pawns I possess.
And in return?
Sasuke Uchiha.
What are you plotting?
Nothing in particular. My interests lie in exploring the diversity of ninjutsu. Sasuke is merely necessary for part of my research. I desire a living, young Uchiha individual.
Ah, there's the Orochimaru in them.
And if I refuse? That's...
Did you really think I would approach you without a hidden move? That's right. You
What?
cannot
A hidden
confuse
move?
me.
You mean an upper hand?
Where did you get that?
Why did
I
he get
have
that?
my means. Don't worry, I haven't told anyone else.
I never imagined you would become such a formidable vessel. Quarreling with you right now would only waste energy. You timed your visit so precisely. Very meticulous.
And so?
Very well. I'll join forces with you. However, I will only hand over Sasuke after the war.
We seem to have reached an understanding. I expected no less from Madara Uchiha. Your vessel is unique.
And you're insolent. I shall reformulate my strategy after I confirm your battle strength.
I can't
Team
wait
up with
until
the
it
Anbu
becomes
for
a
these
dragon.
missions and complete them ASAP.
Understood.
Sakura, you need to be useful.
You're tired, aren't you, Lady Tsuno?
We're headed into war. There's come to think of it. Naruto and the others should be entering. This war is being Yamato and the others.
They sure will. Naruto.
Nothing important's being said. Can we just meet B? Oh, thank God.
Are you?
Yep, that's the whole thing.
It's understood.
I'll keep it.
Yes, sir.
Nothing interesting's happening yet. Not until we meet B. That's once we meet B, then the plot actually gets interesting. I think they underestimated how funny that joke would have been. Guy says he's so cool, and yet he gets seasick. Ha ha. Ha 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 ha. Ha. It's funny.
You're... Oh, I'm Yamato from the Leaf. I was told there was a place for us to stay here.
Oh yeah, I've heard about you. I'm glad you made it. You'll be staying up that way. It isn't much farther.
Thank you very much.
Is the guy?
Is that the...
Yes, his name
is
is...
the guy who knows
I'm Naruto
Killer
Uzumaki.
B
Nice
in
to
this
meet
game?
you.
Are they gonna go over that?
You seem lively. I bet you and B will make a good team.
B, who's that?
What? You're both Jinchuriki and you don't know him? Even in the Hidden Cloud, B's a famous...
The Great B, that's me. Who's wearing out my name? No autographs, please? Cause that would be lame.
Oh my God, they got the music.
Yo!
Huh?
Yo,
This
say
guy
ho!
is B?
No, the name's Killer B. Shining, dazzling Killer B. Oh yeah!
Say
Oh
what?
my God, he has
Who's
the
shades wearing
funniest...
meathead with the bad rhymes?
Oh God, I'm trying to think what game it is.
So this is Killer B of Hidden Cloud Village?
It's a shame I can't cover that game.
I don't believe it.
Where you get...
The Hidden Cloud has one too. Someone as manic as Guy.
He's the Cloud's
I
hero
think it's
among heroes.
Storm.
A Jinchuriki like you who has the 8
It's the
tails
Battle
completely
Storm or
under his
whatever.
control.
Control a tailed beast? This old guy?
Because they got like a scene of Sasuke
Not this
dancing
old guy.
because he
He's
gets
Master
defeated
Killer
by
B.
Killer B. Like every
that
B,
case, please,
B,
you gotta train
B
me.
defeats in a story mission, he gets
Train
like a guy
you?
like dancing. It's
I'm the
so
Nine-Tails
funny.
Jinchuriki, but I'm not able to control the Nine-Tails yet. So please teach me how
It
to
should be
control
up
the
on YouTube
Nine-Tails.
somewhere. You'll say ho.
No way.
And oh yeah, and B
Huh?
delivers a
You
rap
couldn't
about
do
what
it
he's
now,
about
my
to do.
friend. The 9 tails that eat you up. The end.
Why not? I won't know until I try, right?
Pipe down and meditate at the waterfall. Help you train.
Man, if
What a
only
pain.
that's what they said in the anime at the beginning.
Hey,
Like, Saves so much time.
Well, he's gone.
If he's in that mood, I doubt he'll be coming back.
What?
Ugh, what does he mean I can't do it? And talk about babbling random stuff.
Oh, wait a minute.
No.
Oh, we
you
haven't
got
got
it
to
wrong.
Kushina yet.
B gave you a hint.
Wait a minute. I'm playing
What do
3,
you mean?
right? I'm not playing 2.
B told you to go meditate at the waterfall. There's a place on this island called the Waterfall of Truth. Meditating there lets you face the darkness within you.
Hold on. Am I playing 3?
The Waterfall of Truth?
That's probably what he meant.
Going, aren't you?
You bet I'm going. I'll hurry up and meditate, and I will get him to train me.
Then I guess I'm going too. This is unknown territory. Anything could happen here.
Looks like the Leaf's Jinchuriki isn't good at holding still either.
Fuck you.
I'm afraid not. More Leaf Ninja will be coming later. Please keep an eye out for them.
Understood. You two be careful.
Honestly, this training is like a good thing for Naruto. Like after the worst arc ever in Naruto, the good arc is when Naruto, does the whole Waterfall of Truth, and then after that, when he does this whole thing where he meets Kushina, is the best moment. Like meeting his father Minato is great. I like that scene, but meeting Kushina. Oh, I love her so. She is so adorable. I love her. I am so, she makes you so sad that Naruto's parents had to die the way they did. They hit you right in the feels. The heels and the feels. What the fuck? I am not doing that. I'm not doing any side missions. I'm just not. I'm just not. Oh, now I can get the bento. Well, I don't want it now. Fuck you, asshole. Is this to say, because, there will be a while... I actually kind of want this to be on, a separate episode. Because, the Waterfall of Truth, that could be on this episode, but the Kushina stuff, I want that to be its own, because I love it so much. Alright, so that settles it. I'm gonna make... I don't want to just break it off. I don't want... Nah. I should just do it all in one. So I wanted to call this episode something like... Sakura's Mistake or something. I don't know. Maybe flaws begin to appear.
Well, there's a waterfall. This must be the Waterfall of Truth.
So if I meditate here, I'll get to face the darkness or whatever inside me, right?
Kingdom Hearts.
That's what he said. I don't know whether it's true or not.
Oh, baby, don't go.
Hey, Naruto.
It's fine. You watch from there,
fine.
Captain Yamato.
Just watch me go fucking evil.
Your truth is in the darkness. Hey. Huh? Who are you? I'm not doing any shadow clone jutsu.
Oh god, that is like
I'm
a
you.
creep face.
I am the hatred inside you.
Like all it does is change his eyes,
The
and it just
feelings
already
of your
makes him
core.
more terrifying. I'm
The
gonna let this
shape
thing
of
go
your
because I love
truth.
this.
I'm the true you. I hate?
Yeah.
You're
Sakura.
what I really am? Quit messing with me.
That's what you should be.
I'm me. There's no way I'm hatred. Deny it all you want. It won't change the reality.
I think
You
I seem
are
to remember
me.
this fight sucking.
But
because I think like
unlike
he mirror
you,
moves you.
the Ninetales has taken quite a liking to me. This jerk. So, you're the one working with the Ninetales. That's right. I'm you. And I'm not gonna let you chase me out, you fake.
You fake hedgehog.
I'm not the fake. You are.
Wow. Got him.
Try
Got him,
to
Naruto.
force me out then.
Okay.
Not that you can.
Dark Naruto.
Bring it on!
Naruto Black. Hold your fires. This man is... I think they had to make a separate ass model.
Let the battle begin!
He looks exactly like me. Which means...
She has to die.
It's
I need to bomb
exactly
him
what
into
you're
oblivion.
thinking. Our jutsu, our techniques, they're all the same.
Yeah, because you're me.
You're not half bad, fake. Ugh, how come he's so relaxed? Because no matter how hard you work, you'll never erase me. This guy's tougher than I thought. You still don't get it, do you? It's pointless. Give up. I am never gonna accept you. Come at me however you want. Nothing's gonna work anyway. What is with this guy? Huh. Yelling won't make it any less real. You are me.
The 90th. Now die.
I'll never stop until I catch up to him.
Game over!
What's going on here? This completely doesn't feel like a win.
S ranks are handed out like candy. This game has like, it's either 0 to 100 difficulty. Like it's either 0 or 100. Remember how Data was the fight with Data was complete bullshit?
Not bad. Just what I'd expect from me.
But like I've had like no challenge.
There's no way that you are me.
Whatever.
Deny it if you like, but I understand what you're feeling all too well. What is it that they call me now? Oh yeah, hero? Those villagers suddenly changing their tune and kissing up to you like that?
Bit hypocritical. Yeah, I get it. Yep.
They're selfish.
Yep.
It was like they hadn't spent years looking down on me for being the Ninetales.
Mm-hmm. That's justified.
I I can't
feeling
trust
this way.
them.
Yep.
They'll just betray me one day anyway.
That's a very valid feeling. They're pretty fickle.
It's better if I never trust them to begin with. Well, am I right or am I right? Those are your feelings. I never thought stuff like... Stop trusting the villagers. I know you already know what they're really like.
They're basically like Sakura, but Sakura's worse than them.
Don't worry about it. It's not like they actually trust me either.
Because unlike the
You are
villagers,
me.
you've saved me constantly,
I am you.
Naruto, and I'm still
I know
addicted
what's
to you.
in your heart. Hatred. That's what I really am.
Dun, 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 dun.
Shut up! Shut up!
Hatred, the dark
Just
side.
admit it. You are me.
Naruto, what's wrong? What happened?
Someone who looks just like me. I don't know.
I don't know
He
if they're gonna do the gag,
my
but
dark
like
half.
Guy Sensei looks into it and he's gonna like into the waterfall of
I
truth.
knocked him down, and he'd just get right back up. And he kept saying all this nasty stuff.
But Naruto, Sakura's nowhere around.
So he used psychological attacks too. That's a rough opponent. But you need to deal with that dark half or else.
You're already under his genjutsu.
Naruto?
I'm gonna go talk to Shades wearing Pops.
No, it's Octopops.
Be prepared. Even if you go now, he may not listen to you.
Maybe not, but he might at least give me a hint.
I know he calls him
Still.
Octopops in the next game. I don't remember if he calls him.
I'll be right back.
Poor Naruto, he's really shaken up.
Please don't make me walk. Please just have him talk. I don't want to walk. Come on. Just don't make me walk too far. How far are you gonna make me go? Okay, not that far. Actually, I might actually be able to split. I actually might.
Shinobi, by being ninja so stealthy,
I might actually
we
be able to
extend
split
our
this
life expectancy.
up because, like, I'm running on fumes here.
Hey, got a good feeling about
I'll be
that
able to
one,
turn out
and
the
it feels
fourth
good.
series a lot easier because, like, that's like fucking the good shit.
B, how much time are you planning to waste on this?
Look, at least this game has like cutscenes.
If you've got time to lay down
so
some
like while
bad
the gameplay
rhymes,
can't
you could've
really
looked after that
satisfy,
kid, you know.
at least
Not
the
that I like the
cutscenes
Ninetales,
for like
but that kid's
kill
got
it, like
potential.
for doing a big finish.
I was
or,
crazy wild too once, but we met, and look at me now.
Yeah.
Are you listening to me? Hey, B.
Sorry, I got company. Our talk's over. You get me? Yeah.
Company?
So this is where you were. I've been looking for you.
It's the brat with the screechy voice. What do you want with the bee?
I just ran into another me. Back at the Waterfall of Truth. But I couldn't defeat him, so I thought I'd ask you.
Came to get a hint from me, did ya? Sorry, kid, can't help ya. Yeah.
Why not? Just tell me, it wouldn't hurt anything. Unless I control the Ninetales, I can't fight Sasuke. So, please.
Not if you ask me a million times. fool, you fool.
Then what will make you tell me?
Hey, B.
Huh?
You could just give him a hint. Look at his eyes. He's bracing himself for something. His eyes aren't bad.
Yeah, I know. Saw it way back.
B.
Man, you're going soft. That's quite a tantrum you're throwing there, hey. I don't give bonuses like this every day.
Huh? You mean?
I'll think about it if you beat me. Fire yourself up and come at me. Yeah.
That's not fair.
If I beat you, we've got a deal, right?
Yeah.
Those terms are awfully normal for you. I thought you'd challenge him to a rap duel.
I think that's what he does, if
Well,
I remember.
I need to know how tough he is. I'll check out his ability, just so I know, yo.
Okay, I'm bringing everything I got.
Adding more fights to the show than there were in the... Oh, jeez. Wait, what the fuck? I have to physically refill everything? Every time? That's ridiculous! It doesn't just refill just based on...
Let the battle begin!
Like, what the fuck is that?
I'm gonna hit you with everything I've got!
Well...
Sure thing, kid. When my fist sends you flying, run home crying.
He is a great addition to the cast.
What do you think of the Ninetales kid now that you fought him?
He had to be at least this good. If he weren't, I'd be floored, I would.
Well, that's true.
This fight's hotter than it ought to be. Maybe I'll stop holding back, see?
What are you talking about, shades wearing pops?
That's not what he says in the show.
For a rude brat. How about that? How about that?
Is this working? Maybe not. I seriously can't tell.
So far, he hasn't surpassed my expectations.
Game over!
I don't care.
I win! Tell me how to master the waterfall training!
Alright, goddamn it, I gotta wait. Whatever, fuck it, I don't care. I gotta put the items back so I can use them if I need them.
How's that?
Well, you ain't bad.
So you'll teach me now, right? Octopus tentacles?
You were fighting a stunt double. You'd never give the real me trouble. Yeah. Feeling awesome. The terms apply. Thanks for playing. Bye-bye. That hatred in you. It's part of you. Everybody's got some. You know that, don't you?
See, this to me would have been so much
that's
better.
your call. But doing it means you're spoiled, that's all. What's important is conviction, brother. So's your passion to trust others. There's something you gotta do before stressing about others. Yeah.
I guess this
Something I've gotta do.
So this is skipping over B's backstory. This is supplementing it right here. Is basically the whole lesson of B's backstory is that, you know, overcoming the hatred.
I thought you weren't going to give him a hint. I think you're the one who's soft here, B.
I'm rapping here. Shut up. No way I'm soft, fool. You fool.
Oh, I love you, B, so much.
What are you getting embarrassed for? Well, either way, the rest is up to that kid.
Are we gonna get a flashback? Please don't tell me I have to fight him again. Please just let me do the cool scene and then that's it.
It's true. As far back as I could remember, everybody was cold to me.
Yep. Stupid reasons.
It was really rough. And it really hurt.
I find it interesting that Naruto's...
But even so,
they changed Naruto's last name.
I finally got everybody to acknowledge me.
His name was going to be Naruto Namikaze, and then they changed it to Uzumaki,
These villagers suddenly changing their tune and kissing up to you like that.
But if you think about it, the Uzumaki clan's dead.
It was like they hadn't spent years looking down on me for being the Nine-Tails.
He would be targeted still a bunch, though. And he's still got the Nine-Tails inside of him, so it's not like he wouldn't be targeted at all.
Do they really all believe in me?
I don't know. It's stupid.
That never even crossed my mind.
It's like Naruto would be targeted if his last name. It's like, no, he's gonna be targeted anyway. He's the Nine-Tails.
I can't trust them. They'll just betray me one day anyway.
I mean, is he wrong?
Can't trust. Betrayal. That stuff he said. Maybe, deep down, I thought it too.
I really don't even, like, I can't believe Naruto's just so positive that he just doesn't feel negativity at all.
What's
like,
important
that's just
is
unrealistic.
conviction, brother. So's your passion to trust others.
Especially through all the shit that Naruto's been through, all the crying he's done, all the
Pop said that being able to trust is important.
I don't like Naruto having to be an idiot. He's a good character when he's smart.
Way back then, I don't think I would have known what he meant, but now, Iruka-sensei and Sakura.
No, not Sakura. Iruka-sensei. Iruka-sensei and Sasuke. Those are the only people.
I've got friends now who've got my back.
Fuck.
I really
Fuck
do
Kakashi,
think that all
apparently.
of them believe in me.
And Jiraiya.
I can feel they do.
Fuck Akiba and Hinata and Lee and...
There's something you gotta
fuck
do
all those
before
people.
stressing
They don't matter.
about others.
But
yeah.
Sakura, the person who, tried to go kill Sasuke, my friend, who lied to me about loving me.
There's something I've got to do now.
Who constantly beats me up. Who has always dismissed me. Who has been a bitch to me for being an orphan. Okay, so hopefully they actually will separate. I'm pretty sure they separate the waterfall and the thing with Kushina afterwards. So after this, so I'll stop after this.
Naruto, he's back.
Honestly, I think it's fair considering it's getting pretty late, and
I wonder if he managed to get his hint.
Yeah, I gave him a hint. What he does with it is up to him.
Huh? Killer Bee.
Hey now, keep the noise down, please. Just here to see what I can see.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's he gonna do?
Hey! Back for more, huh? It'll be the same no matter how many times we go at it. You can't defeat me. Yeah. I know I can't defeat you by force. I figured that out last time.
Please don't make me fight him. That would be an affront.
You figure right. You can't chase me out. I know you better than you know yourself.
It'd be really insulting if they made me fight. I know I can't fight you.
You already know what I just decided.
I'm gonna kill you. You know, I'm gonna kill myself.
I made up my mind.
Naruto just stabbed himself.
Yeah,
Naruto, you
really
fool!
do think I'll trust the villagers.
Because reasons.
Give me a break. I don't care what you decided. Nobody understands you except me.
Except Iruka, Sasuke.
Those villagers have been lying to us since we were kids. Inventing stupid rules, making us outcasts.
Yep.
It was so hard. So painful. I'm the only one who will ever truly understand you.
Not true.
You can't trust any of those villagers.
Not true.
Yeah. The villagers are important.
Actually,
there's also someone else I've got to trust more.
I'm surprised Naruto never ever brings it up. But Ichibaku,
I need to believe in myself.
That
me.
guy,
The me
he
that the
always was
villagers
nice to
believe in.
Naruto. He would give him bowls every once in a while. He'd be really nice to Naruto. Always.
If I can't believe in myself,
he was never.
there's no way I can
a
believe in the
dick to him.
villagers, right?
Like he was never on the hate train for Naruto.
So, first off, before I do anything else, I need to believe in myself. That's...
I need to believe it. That would have been funny if they
Stop
did
it!
it. They threw a little believe it in there.
Believe in yourself?
Just give us one last believe it. Just, it would have been so funny.
Don't give me that. I won't allow it. I'll never allow it.
Are they gonna fight? No, don't fight, game.
Hatred! That's what you really are! Darkness is my truth!
He's turning into Sasuke now.
You are me! The me that's full of hatred! That's the real Naruto Uzumaki!
Nah, then I'd be really interesting. Nope.
You're just
fake! Full of optimism.
Try
Even
to
though,
chase me out,
considering
then.
his past, he shouldn't be.
Not that you can, even if you tried. Why, you?
They're really making me fight him. I can't beat you by fighting. Gonna fight you anyway. Fuck this. Fuck this, fuck this, fuck this, fuck this. The whole point of Naruto, he literally said, I can't beat you in a fight. They couldn't have just let him do the hug. Nope. Has to be stupid. Fuck this. Fuck this. Nope, fuck this. This is stupid. They're just padding. They're honestly just padding.
Let the battle begin!
Get out, fake! I can't do that. You're the one who
So
said
this just makes me want to spam even more because it's just like they're not even trying.
Nothing like you were before! I know what I have to do, so I won't lose to you.
I mean, do you guys really feel guilty about me spamming when the game is
trusting something like
real
that?
insulting to the story
Doesn't
right
matter
now?
whether there's a point or not.
Look at that.
Neither of us is a fake. We're both me together.
Game over!
That's enough. You can't beat me now.
Oh! Now you decide. Okay. Wait, what? I unlock Gaara first. Why? Why would that unlock Gaara? Makes no sense!
How was that? Feel a bit better now, me?
Naruto made himself cry. He made the evil
They hurt
person.
you so much. You think I'm in your way? Then what exactly was I to you?
An obstacle.
I was strong because you existed. It's how I got where I am today.
Naruto implying that hatred was the reason he got as far as he did.
What am I supposed to do from now on?
Not his friends.
Come on,
is
that's easy.
Kind of counteracted to the whole message of the entirety of the series.
Since you are me.
See, I like the fact that Naruto's accepting of himself.
Thanks for everything. But it's all right now.
It's interesting because Naruto doesn't consider himself capable of hating somebody. But he does hate somebody. He hates pain. He hates the fact of being too weak. He hates the fact of being ostracized of the village. He hates losing Jiraiya Sensei. He hates losing his parents. He hates... I don't know. Sakura for being such a dick to him. No, I only wish.
Naruto.
Captain Yamato. And Octopops. Were you here the whole time?
This is what... In Boruto, I hate when
Look at
Naruto's
you.
not as home
Seems
as much.
like it went well.
Because I'm like, Hinata deserves better than that. Like, you need to be at home with her more.
Too early to celebrate, fool. You fool.
I want more of them being
Is what I'd
cute
like to say,
with
but
each
first
other.
things first. Well done.
Considering all the shit Naruto's
Way
ever
to
been
overcome hate. You're a lucky guy, mate.
Huh?
Shall we try controlling the Nine-Tails' power now?
Can I get a save
From
point
this moment,
first?
I shall be your instructor. You better prepare yourself or else you may suffer death or torture.
Please let me save.
Bring it on!
Yo. Let's exchange salutations again. Tap your fist against mine while you keep rapping.
When's the first time he calls him Octopops? Because that's my favorite.
Yo, I'm Naruto Uzumaki, you know?
I like that. He says you know. Before he even knows.
You know, all the time.
See, but that's not his catchphrase yet.
Shut up, you know?
Naruto actually should be saying you know in like he's gonna start switching out that he's gonna start using that as a catchphrase instead of believe it, which is meaning Danbato or whatever the fuck. I don't know, it's just a stupid little thing. But now he's gonna start saying you know at the end of every sentence, and I thought Boruto keeps that what do you call it, that lisp. Please don't go right into it. Please don't go right into the thing yet, because I really want... No! Come on! Let me get... Don't.
So you're finally gonna train?
First, how about a change of scene?
Behind the
just...
Sure.
So, behind
First, let's move.
Naruto, come on.
Please, let me save. Oh, yay! Okay, good. Okay. Okay, so here's where Naruto's gonna hit another peak. So on the next episode, we're gonna have Naruto hit another peak. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.